Sunglasses are like my thing.
Do you wear them
sunglasses
over your glasses?
That's why I wear these, because they do this. So that when I drive, I don't get I can see without getting in a car accident.
Oh, that's good.
You're really good.
Jesus Christ.
It's like hard.
He's driving 150 miles an hour yesterday on his way here.
Well, no, I have my glasses, so I'm good.
Are you ready?
Ready. All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to podcast number 12. We got a few special guests here. We got our man LT, the visual beautiful creator.
Thank you for having me.
And we have Mr. Marco over here.
What's up, guys?
Buck 20 soaking wet.
Oh my God. AKA the epitome of the fitness industry.
The epitome.
AKA
Everything.
What was the other one?
What he is on and off camera is the exact same.
Bottom of the pit.
The bottom of the bro.
Bottom
Yesterday when you LT did not let that die. When you were like, you're the bottom of the
I went back to the
barrel.
room. I was like, dude, Chris really called you like the bottom of the industry or some shit. I was like, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You took it well though.
No, I like it.
Yeah, you took it like a champ.
You know I'm fucking with you.
Yeah.
so
No,
fast,
yeah,
so
you can
handle
like
the heat, yeah.
It's like back and forth, except it's not back and forth. It's just one way.
It's just dumping it on you.
Bro, when you called me a swimmer yesterday, you were like, yeah, like you have long arms and like a wide upper body and then like really long skinny legs. I was like, bro.
Dark roast for sure.
Yeah.
Swimmer's
sure.
body.
You know it's all love.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys were visiting down, chill in Miami. You're at a cookie festival doing stuff, and you came down to say what's up.
Yeah.
So Dom was like, let's throw him on the podcast, and we're like, let's do it. So we're going to be questioning you about everything about your life.
Yeah, like kind of start from the beginning. Like a lot of
an
people, I'm
interrogation.
From
sure.
the day you were born.
Yeah, literally.
Okay. So the day I was born, my dad was at work in New York City, and my mom was in the shower, and then I dropped out on my head, and that's why I am the way I am.
Believable.
It makes sense. Yeah.
And I was like deprived from like air because I was under the water.
And that's also believable.
What is wrong with me?
You're fucked.
Yeah, I'm fucked in the head.
All right, but for real. So
No, yeah.
what a lot of people don't, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people do follow you by now, but you really like exploded, I would say, over the last, what? How long?
Year.
Yeah, I started.
I mean, yeah, let's start with like your first TikTok.
Like
you
tell
told
me like what you told me
and
about.
how you
Yeah,
built
yeah.
that and what happened.
Okay, so in college I worked like technically 4 jobs. I had my own like reselling business for clothing and sneakers. Then I worked front desk LA Fitness, valet, and security, like all at the same time. And I was like, all these kids are popping off on TikTok for like the same stuff that I'm doing, like reselling and all these things. I was like, so why don't I start doing that? So I started posting like clothes, like fashion videos, like how to put together an outfit, how to resell shoes, how to like get the shoes from Goodwill or all these places, and like teaching people how to do that. Started a business that way. So it was like literally I'd post a TikTok and then people would buy the stuff like through my Instagram. Started a second Instagram. It's called Thrifted Apparels. Like people would buy the stuff. So I was like, all right, this is sick. I did that for 2 months and had like 200K in the account, like overnight practically.
On TikTok.
On TikTok.
I know.
And that was like October 2020. I started that page, like the fashion thrifting reselling page. Then I kind of built up the confidence to start a like fitness page. Cause like I've been doing fitness Instagram since 2017. Page called Marco Shreds. It was like the corniest thing in the world. I was 120 pounds.
You used to be
soaking
corny,
wet.
and then you switched it to Jack Italian.
You were
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you were like
Less
skinny fat for a minute too.
Yeah. I was, cause I played soccer
Yeah.
and I broke my back. So I lost like all of my scholarship opportunities. And bro, when you play soccer, you like, I'm sure you know, like when you're bulking and stuff, you need a lot of calories. So it's the same thing. Like when I was playing soccer, I need a lot of calories. When I got injured, I kept eating as if I needed all those calories when I didn't. So I got fat. And I didn't really know what to do from there. So I started working out, started the Marco Shreds page. That went on from 2017 until 2020. Lost all motivation, never took off. Had like 180 followers on that account. Got like scammed from other companies. I was like, they were like, oh, like pay this amount of money and get this stuff and then promote it. And I thought I was like a sponsored athlete. And then through the fashion page, I got the motivation to post on TikTok. My first TikTok was posted on Thanksgiving 2020. And it was like, if you want to eat food on Thanksgiving and not get fat, chew it up, spit it out when your family's not looking. And then, and you won't get fat. Like literally bottom of the barrel fitness industry. Like terrible.
Well, we do not want people to do.
Yeah, don't do that. Like don't listen to that advice. But it was just like a dickhead comment to make, and the video blew up. Like just bullshit. Like you just put it out there as bullshit.
Just entertainment.
Yeah, like supposed to be like, what's the word called?
Satire.
Yeah, satire. Yeah, dyslexia. But yeah. So I make that 2 weeks later. I hit 10K. It was like my birthday. 2 weeks later, like literally like hit 10K. Sitting my 21st birthday. I'm in the bar, like me and a couple friends. Hit 10K. I'm like finally really getting motivated to post fitness stuff. This goes on for 2 months. At the end of February, I had 670K. Like blew up for fitness shit. I was posting 5-6 times a day, still working all of those jobs, security, LA Fitness, which LA Fitness getting fired is another funny story. But for the goldfish.
What?
You don't know that? I didn't tell you guys about that? I told you about that, right?
Goldfish?
No, I mean,
You
you
eat a goldfish?
Go.
I drank 3 goldfish at the front desk of LA Fitness on TikTok.
That was like one of the biggest videos that went viral.
Yeah.
Were you wearing your outfit like behind the desk? Like,
Yeah. I had
And this is how you lost your job?
yes.
Was it worth it?
Hell yeah.
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 Yeah. Bro, the video got like 16 million views.
Really?
Yeah. It was rough.
It was poor goldfish, though.
It's like sushi. We had sushi last night.
They was dead already.
No, they were alive.
I'm aware, but sushi.
They swam.
She was dead, he said.
The sushi was dead.
It's not
fit-
the same.
They were alive at some point.
It's raw fish either way.
I guess that's true.
Crazy way to look at it.
Crazy way to look at it. But yeah, so I started fitness and it just kind of took off. So 1 year ago in February, I signed with Anaka. And then from there, it was just like exponential growth. I lost my account, still grew. YouTube. And then like my YouTube's had like a second coming with LT.
Yeah, it's like explain LT now, because like we talked about this in Aspen a lot, but you were like, you know, how important it is to have like that person that does all that stuff. So
100%.
How did all that come about? Were you doing all this on your own at first?
So when I first started TikTok, obviously like TikTok, you just pick up the phone and you talk.
Mm-hmm.
But YouTube, you need to like really like show your personality. Like TikTok, you have 30 seconds at most to keep someone's attention. Like, dude, I have the worst ADHD in the world. I can't pay attention for a minute to a TikTok. I scroll. So you have 3 seconds, give or take, to like catch someone's eye. And then maybe 15 to 20 seconds, keeping them entertained. Then they scroll and go to the next one. But YouTube, it's a longer formatted thing. Whether it's an 8-minute vlog or it's a 30-minute vlog, people are looking for that longer formed content. And I started off on my phone, did that for like 6 months. My first YouTube video was posted last year on Valentine's Day. I did like a thrifting video, workout, and just like a update.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about it on TikTok. Kept growing. Had like 20K subs on YouTube. And then completely lost motivation for 6 months. Like it got hard to post. Like I wasn't posting. If I did, it was like very sporadic. It wasn't like interesting videos because I don't know how to edit. I was editing on iMovie from an iPhone. Bought a camera when I was in Texas. Hired a different videographer. Both of those didn't work out. Found LT through Harry.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, it's been insane.
Yeah, the timing was kind of like meant to be because I was looking for a job.
Yeah.
Like I was working obviously down there, but I didn't really have like a steady
Working
income.
down where?
I was like packing Anna bars. I was doing
So
like,
you moved to Texas before him?
yeah.
It was
I
like-
moved to Texas like not even like we weren't even friends. We didn't follow each other, like nothing.
So you dropped out of school here in Florida.
Okay, so I dropped out of school in February. Like
Of-
literally like
of last year.
got flown out to Texas. First time I met Shawley. I'm sitting in the front seat of Shawley's car. Picks me up from the airport. He's like, yo, how much are you making? And I was like, that's a weird question to ask me like 15 minutes into meeting. But like, I was like, this amount. And he was like, have you considered dropping out of school and like doing social media? And I was like,
Fucking Charlie.
I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. Like,
Who hasn't?
of course I have. Like, I don't want to be in school. I was going to drop out either way. I told my mom going into college that I was going to drop out. Like I went to school in Florida because it was $2,400 a semester with in-state tuition. So I made a fake lease with my cousin, moved down here, got a driver's license, got a job at LA Fitness. That's why I got a job. So I could prove in-state residency and paid $2,400 for school. That's the only reason why I went to school down here because it was cheapest in the country and I knew I was going to drop out. So when Shawley said that, I was like, yeah, of course. I've been thinking about dropping out since the second I got here. And 2 weeks after that, I'm sitting on my best friend's couch, cousin Crypto, sitting on his couch. He's like, yo, I just dropped out of school. I go, I'm going to do the same thing. Withdrew from 3 classes, stopped pulling up to the last one. GPA for my last like enrolled semester is like a 0.1. My overall GPA is like sub 1 at college. And yeah, so
There's no recovering from that. You might as well just
no,
leave.
yeah.
You're
There's,
done.
I would not be allowed back at the school that I went to. Like Florida Gulf Coast would not allow me back.
Believable.
If they heard this podcast, they'd be like, damn, this kid's an idiot.
Not really.
Or maybe they'd be
I
happy
mean,
for
total
you.
opposite actually. Because there's kids probably
You're happy,
graduating making like
successful,
a third of what you're making.
Yeah.
Not even that probably.
Yeah. but yeah, it's insane. And then I moved to Texas in August. My lease ended, packed my shit, moved to August. August 1st, moved to Texas.
Didn't you go to Arizona first or no?
Technically, bro, you could like low key consider me homeless, like for a while. I had my lease in Texas, in Florida,
Yeah.
but I lived in hotels like for a week, 2 weeks at a time in Texas. Lived with my ex-girlfriend in Arizona for a month. Slept on cousin's couch for a few weeks. Went back to Texas. Went back to Arizona. Slept with my girlfriend for like a month. Went back to cousin's house. Went back to Florida. Like I was never like in one place. Like actually like at a home. I lived out of a suitcase for like 4 months.
In that whole time, what were you doing? Just like chilling or
TikTok, YouTube, Instagram.
Okay, just building all that shit.
Yeah, like Anaka would fly me out. Ant would be like, yo, you cool hopping on a flight in 4 hours? And I was like, I mean, yeah, but like 4 hours? You couldn't like tell me last night? He's like, bro, like we got to film TikToks this weekend, like for the rest of the month. And I'd go, we'd film like 12 to 20 TikToks in 2-3 days and I'd leave. But yeah, and then when did you move to Texas?
So
the same time as
so
me,
you're
right?
in Texas. You're in Texas. You're not. You guys don't even know each other.
No, I was a fan,
Okay.
but I didn't know him. Like we weren't friends. We didn't follow each other. Nothing like that.
Okay.
I initially visited Texas.
You were doing what, construction?
Yeah, I had a full-time job I was working like for an oil tank company
Was that
And,
back, were you living in Jersey, New York? When
in New York. I'm from Staten Island, New York.
okay,
Yeah.
we did a video together.
Yeah, he told me. He told
Yeah,
me.
that story is like a whole other like.
yeah.
No, actually, tell that story.
I'll tell
that
that
story's
story,
mad
yeah.
funny.
But yeah, I was working. I had a full-time job in New York, working for an oil tank company. I did 2 years of college, and then I was like, this isn't for me. So
But
my
that's
dad-
good. That's good money though, doing what you were doing, right?
No, that's the thing. My dad got me the job because my dad worked there. So yeah, I was grateful as hell. Like great job, like normal people, or not normal people, but like an average male coming out of college, like that's a great job. Like I was set up, had a good job, but I wasn't happy. Like
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that every day.
Sure.
Yeah.
That wasn't my passion. And while I worked there, I was doing the LT stuff on the side. So I was doing like side jobs and Sweet 16s and all that, like shooting local people. And I had a buddy in Texas. His name's Dre. I visited him in August. Just visit. Like I wanted to check out Alphalete. And when I was there, I just got a bunch of opportunities. I reached out to the guys I live with now, actually, on DM. I was like, hey, I'm in town. I'm a photographer. I'd love to shoot you guys if you're down. We met up. We shot. And then they were like, hey, come to a party tonight. Went to the party. Made more connections. Flew home. And I was like, damn. I was like, that's where I got to be. Like, that was what I just accomplished in that weekend was, like, incredible. And I was like, imagine I lived there full time. So I kept visiting Texas. And, yeah. So I initially went down there to shoot for another person. I'm not going to mention who it is. And that just didn't work out.
Like you initially moved down there to shoot for another
Yeah.
person. Okay.
I quit my job to
Okay.
go pretty much work for that person.
Sure.
And didn't work out.
Okay.
Wasn't really, there's no like bad blood or anything, but it just didn't work out. And so I kind of was just like in limbo. Like I didn't really have a steady job. I was working at the Anabar warehouse, packing Anabars, like making like $10, $15 an hour.
Yeah.
I was doing like local shoots for people,
Sure.
making like whatever, but I was just getting by. Like shout out to my roommates, Harry and Dorian. Like they covered my rent my first month. Like they took care of me because they
That's
believed
dope.
in me. And yeah, so one day we're at Alphalete, right? And Marco's talking to Harry, my roommate. And
Harry works at
yeah,
the Anabar too, right?
yeah, he's my roommate.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
still live together. He's talking to Marco, and I'm like standing right there. I'm like on my phone. I kind of felt weird because like I'm a fan of Marco. Like, I didn't want to like jump in the conversation, and I overhear them. They're talking about like, he's like, dude, my video guy takes like 2 weeks to get the video back.
You told me this.
And I'm standing there. I'm like,
it was the kid
2
who
weeks?
works at
I'm like,
Alpha Elite, right? Like the front desk kid or some shit.
Yeah, I would like.
Don't
So-
expose 'em too much.
No one knows who that is.
So I'm fortunate enough that like the supplement company I'm with, Gorilla, they provide the option of me like getting a videographer. So I was finding people, testing people out in Houston, and I settled with this one guy. He was like, at first it was like, yo, like 2 days later I had my video. It was up, it was good. Then like after the first 2 weeks, I was waiting 2 weeks for a video, which like you can't do on YouTube. Consistency is rewarded. If you like, we upload 3 days a week on YouTube, and it's skyrocketing. Growth is like exponential.
it's hard, but it's definitely paying off right now. Like,
Yeah.
3 videos a week is.
If we were to
definitely
stop and not post for a month, like
You lose
it
everything.
resets.
Sure,
Like
sure.
YouTube, like the algorithm promotes after like 2 months of consistency. So if you post one video a week for 2 months, like YouTube recognize that. They promote your videos on the day that you promote on the post, like all these things. So I'm waiting weeks for these videos, and I'm telling Harry about it, and he's right there. And like I didn't know like LT as like LT. I knew like the page from like Explore page, like people reposting, all these things, but I didn't know it was LT because like up until recently, like he really wasn't posting himself on the page. So like I didn't really know who he was. I didn't know the thing. And Harry's like, yo, my friend Joe, he does like videography work. Like you guys should give it a shot. Next day, we make a video. The next morning, video's up. And he's like, yo, video's up. Like, you can watch it. And it was like one of the best videos I'd seen on my page. And I was like, holy shit. Like, this is insane. And the whole day, we just hung out. It wasn't like, yo, say this. Or like, I didn't have to tell him, yo, record this. Or like, yo, I want the edit like this. I was like, yo, like, this is how like I kind of want the videos like set up. Like, I'm just going to give you free range and like see kind of like what you can do. I looked at the video and I was with my little brother and I was like, yo, this is insane.
Yeah.
And then from that day forward, we hang out like almost every single day.
The timing was crazy. Like I was in a position where like I almost was like guilt tripping myself at that point. Like, did I make the right decision? Like quitting my job, like moving here, because I had no like direction. Like I didn't feel secure, and like the timing was crazy. He was looking for someone. I was looking for a job, and like that day, I feel like it was low key like somewhat meant to be. Like that day, like, and yeah, my goal always. I used to tell my friends back home, like my goal was always to work for like one person or like one company and devote all my time to them. Because I hated like doing freelance work, like Street 16, and then like fitness photo shoot, and then I'm doing like a car wash promo video. I used to hate like jumping around. Like I felt like I had no direction. So like finding him was like, it was like meant to be. And the Inaka guys, obviously, like they give me great opportunities, Charlie, and ever since it's been great. Making things happen.
How long ago did you guys start? What was the date of that? It wasn't that long ago. Was
Like
it?
mid-November.
Yeah.
Yeah, like mid-November.
It was like before. Yeah, it was before Christmas. It was probably,
December was our first like full month together.
Yeah, it was
we
nuts.
both
November, yeah.
3-4 months.
yeah,
Yeah.
because we live
Are you serious?
20
It's only
minutes
been
from
that-
each
I feel
other.
like it's been like forever.
Yeah,
It
it's
feels
only
like
been
longer.
like November, yeah.
yeah, our
crazy.
first we live like 15 minutes away from each other back home, and
You didn't know him.
no,
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. We went home for Christmas and like I put his address in my phone. I'm like, dude, you live 12 minutes from me.
You live right
it's
there.
insane. Like
It's
it's actually crazy.
Yeah.
And then when we go back home, we're right next to each other. We can make videos. Like
Now
We
is your
travel
dad
all the
like super
time.
supportive?
Yeah.
Because
Super
like
supportive.
because that's weird, right? Because like he got you the job at the spot, so he was probably like,
No, but he knew. Like,
Did he?
listen, I was so grateful for that job. I made good money, but like I was miserable. Like I don't want to carry pipes every day and like
sure.
using tools and coming home dirty. Like
No, I get it. I
That
get
wasn't
it,
me.
for
Yeah,
sure.
You
he'll
obviously
send
have
me,
a
like-
creative mind too, and that wasn't fulfilling.
that too. Like
any
once
of
I got a
that.
taste of like being my own boss, because I still
Yeah.
did my LT visual media stuff on the side while I was
Mhm.
working there. Like it's like, dude, I just worked a party and I just made like X amount of dollars. Like why am I busting my ass all week to make X amount of
Same.
dollars? You know what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say? Once you work for yourself, you never want to be told what to do from someone else. Like
It's very true.
he'll send me like Snapchats, like Snapchat memories or something. It's like him like face covered in dust. Like
I see him. You post him on Instagram now too. That
I
shit's
started
crazy.
recording myself when I had like one foot out the door.
Yeah.
Because I knew, like, the creator in me was like, this is going to be a transformation video. Like, I started recording myself at work, and yeah, I knew I was gonna get out of there because I believed in myself, and that was.
Would you consider like where you guys live now like a influencer pocket?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Like I
Yeah.
feel like that's like the new LA.
Yeah,
Down there, yeah.
I would never
Yeah.
want to live in LA.
No,
Houston's dope.
wouldn't.
LA's a place to visit. I can't live there.
Never.
Yeah, my father-in-law lives there. I fucking hate it.
I wouldn't fit in. Like, you
Well,
couldn't
it's
even
'cause you're
pay me to
real.
work out
It's
at
'cause you're
that spot.
real.
I feel
Yeah.
like you would fit in like for on the outside, but like
yeah, visually maybe, but not like
in like an
mentally.
instant. But the long you spent like time there, it would just clash. You know.
Yeah, like I'm always gonna be me. Like regardless of like whoever I talk to, like I'm gonna be myself. Like
Mhm.
I don't think that you're better off always just being you, because if you lie and you have to like fake this persona, you have to be someone else that's like not yourself, you're constantly backtracking and trying to figure out like what you said to this person and what you said to this person and
Mhm.
like what this person thinks about you. And then you start to like really care about like other people's opinions, and you lose like the idea of like who you are as a person.
Yep.
And once you lose that, like you kind of just, you sold yourself short. You're never going to be like you.
That's for sure.
Also,
Ever again.
It builds like anxiety and insecurity in you.
100%.
You don't even realize, but like you not being you builds insecurity because you're telling yourself the real you isn't worth giving out to the world.
Absolutely. Like, yeah, I'm filled with anxiety for the fact that I'm sitting like next to you guys right now. But like, it's not because I have to like be somebody else. If
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like,
Yeah, when the cameras go off, like he's literally
Yeah.
the same. Like, you guys know,
maybe,
obviously.
Maybe even
He's
honestly
literally the same
worse.
exact person.
yeah, I might
Possibly
be worse like off
He's
camera.
actually, yeah.
Definitely.
I'm definitely worse off camera.
Like, the
is
because,
character
like,
comes out off camera.
It's like rated R, and then you have like rated X.
Yeah.
bro, it's bad. Like, yeah.
Have you
Yeah,
guys watched
because
the Kanye documentary?
I didn't start.
Oh,
yet.
dude,
I heard good
watched
things.
it
I
about it.
watched the
night.
first episode.
The
man.
second
We've been
episode
traveling.
It's so good, but it's
Yeah.
like his whole thing is like the belief in yourself. You
Mhm.
said, and like not giving a fuck what the other people are doing, just sticking true to himself.
Yeah.
Like through his lyrics of his rapping and all this stuff, and like
Mhm.
they just like he signed a record and they wouldn't put him on, and he like made he made College Dropout and they wouldn't release it. They wouldn't give
Yeah.
him a release date.
He
And he
paid
just
for
kept-
the music video
Yeah.
himself. They didn't give him a
He
budget
put out
for his own
33
music.
grand himself because they
Yeah.
wouldn't help him,
Damn.
I
and
didn't
he
know
just
that.
like put it all together, and it fucking is his greatest selling album of all time.
You're a
Like,
big Kanye
blew up.
fan, right?
Eh?
You're a big Kanye fan.
I love Kanye.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, huge fan.
Yeah.
But that
That's
thing of just like
crazy.
you said,
I
being
love Kanye.
yourself, and he believed in himself. He's the most confident motherfucker ever. He's
Yeah.
arrogant as fuck now, but
Yeah.
like, it's so awesome.
But
It's awesome to
rightfully
watch.
so, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
look at
back
what he
then,
did.
it all was just like it was almost like a humble cockiness. Like it worked.
You just have to know like who you are. Like he knew from the jump like who he is.
Yeah.
Like I watched the first episode. He's like eating like a burger at Burger King, and like he gets the phone call that like he got the deal, and he's like, yeah.
Bro, the second episode so far is my favorite.
It's sick.
Like when he
yeah.
said when he meets Pharrell.
Yeah, when he was
Yeah.
with Jamie Foxx, and they
Yes.
record the beginning of slow
Dude,
jams.
Yeah, that's my
got
favorite. That's like my
chills.
favorite song too by
Yeah.
Kanye.
Yeah.
Is that the one where
Gotta
he was
watch
like,
that.
yo, 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 like it's not like that? Is that the one with Jamie Foxx when he
He's
was
talking
singing?
at
Yeah,
the beginning.
it's
He's like,
kinda,
"Yo, the
yeah.
girl's been talking. They want some
Yeah, Slow
whatever."
Jams, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then it
yeah.
breaks into
I didn't even
Yeah.
know that was
Dope.
fucking Jamie Foxx.
really.
I never until the documentary.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was Jamie Foxx.
I want to get back on like watching that, but we've been traveling so much. Like before we were here, we were in Arizona for a week.
Yeah, was that fun? So talk about that. That's like your new thing, right? Like now you're gonna start traveling.
Traveling?
Yeah.
Bro, it's the best way to like,
Get engagement, right?
it's the best way to grow. Like not even just like collabs. Like I'm pretty
Mhm.
particular with like who I make videos with
Sure.
when it comes to like, cause I don't want to like, it's not like, oh, I'm giving this person clout. Like I don't give a fuck about clout. It doesn't
Keeping
matter.
your own image a certain way.
It's keeping my own image
Sure.
a certain way. Like I don't want to things to come out down the line that like this person is like
yeah.
however this person
Fucked
is. Or,
up
like,
individual, and you're
Mhm.
like, fuck, I have a video with that dude.
Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that just like it waters down your name and
Sure.
it waters down like I want to be, for example, like bro, who the fuck has a video with C-Bum? You know what I mean? Who the fuck has a video with C-Bum? Not a lot of people.
I don't. I never collab either with people.
Right.
If it's like they're there and it just happens to line up, but I've never gone out of my way for it.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
like what I want to do. Like I don't want to water down who I am in order to like make a video with this person because people want to see it, or this person because people want to see it. Like I want, like we've literally had conversations where like, for example, like say we go to do a collab with someone that like I want to meet, and it turns out to like not be like what we
even
wanted,
post
we
it.
won't even post it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why? If it's not a real, genuine interaction, why would I post it?
Yep.
Why would it be up if it's not real?
Yep.
Like that's something I pride myself on. So like traveling, like we were just with Jack West, absolute homie. Like he's a bro.
Who is that?
'Cause-
He's like a big dude. He's like a
Bro, he's
large
huge.
dude.
He's like 245. Big
That's
ass
Chris,
dude.
normally.
I can't. Were the guy you were posting picture that he's a little shorter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like big, thick.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. I think. I
Yeah,
saw the
Jack.
pictures.
Yeah, with the
Dope ass dude.
tattoos.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about doing like a video together for like months at this point. I make videos with cousin like pretty often. That's my like, best friend in the whole world. Like, I would take a bullet for that kid. He's changed my life on numerous occasions. Like, and the reason why I'm so particular is it waters down your page. Like, your image is watered down, especially through like fake interactions. So we travel in order to get these real videos and like document our lives and document like what we're doing. It's building a portfolio. Like, being in Miami, we're posting a video today at like 5 o'clock. Dude, it's a banger. Like, if you can go more than 30 seconds without laughing, like, you win a prize. Like, it's actually fucking hilarious. And it's just a genuine interaction between me, LT, and the city of Miami. Like, just following us around.
So
That's how it should be, though. Like, people, and also there's huge opportunity to grow now because nobody posts anymore.
yeah,
Like, nobody posts. Especially the kids who, like, are around my age group.
I wouldn't say they don't post. I would say there's just no consistency in their posting because they do.
Oh,
Like
you mean on YouTube specifically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's posting on IG because it's IG. What do? You take a photo at the gym and you post it. Take a photo when you're at dinner, you post it. But, like, YouTube takes consistency, and it, like, YouTube's where you build a relationship with your supporters. Like, I don't look at it as fans. I don't look at it as, like, clout. Oh, I have, like, almost 100K on IG. Like, don't get me wrong. Hitting 100K on IG is a milestone. Hitting 50K on YouTube is a milestone because it's like, okay, the hard work is paying off, but like, it doesn't add value to who you are as a person.
No.
And a lot of these kids, they get in their head where it's like, I was guilty of this with my first account, with my first TikTok. I was like, holy shit, 700K. Like, I'm going to hit 1 million. Like, I'm going to have this many on Instagram. I'm going to make this amount of money. Like, when you start to be like compulsive about those things, you lose the aspect of like who you really are. And for us, like, that 50K on YouTube is a milestone that rewards the hard work, but we know that it doesn't like add value to like who we are as a person.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of these kids, like, they just look at that YouTube as like, oh, it's a number. Like, oh, I have 50K on YouTube. I have 100K on YouTube. I have 200K on YouTube, but like, they don't post. They don't post consistently because they don't look at it as like, these people want to see what I'm doing. These people want to see the interaction. Like, it's like a supporter base, like friends, like, all the people who watch like our videos are like a community, but opposed to other people, if you look at it as fans, like, you lose that like genuine interaction through your content. That's like the number one way to be successful, is to realize that like you might be adding value to people's lives, but they're adding the value to your life. And like, you're able to do these things because other people allow you to do it. Like, I'm able to buy my toaster oven of a shitty BMW that I bought. Fucking piece of shit, 1983
still blowing
BMW.
up on
It
you?
doesn't start.
Still,
Still.
you should just return that thing.
You don't think I've tried to return it?
You have.
Bro,
Used cars
I called
lot?
them and I was like, yo, it's the next day. I just tried to turn the car and it doesn't start. They're like, oh, like, it's probably the battery. We'll get you a new battery. And I'm like, no, it's the battery and the alternator and the control arms in the front. Like, none of them work. And he's like, I mean, you signed the contract. Yeah. Bro, I bought that shit. The next day doesn't start.
These are the life lessons that like.
Dude, we made videos.
Didn't they
in the
all try to
future.
talk you out of it too?
Everybody tried to talk me out of it. I called my dad. He was like, don't buy it. Called my mom. She was like, that's not a good idea, honey. I called my brother. He was like, that thing is sick, but like, you could buy a bunch of cool stuff with that. Like, Shawley's like, don't buy
Didn't you
that.
like? Didn't you like pull up on Charlie and like you turn the radio on and it like blew up the speaker or something?
Nah, but it, like, okay. So I didn't realize how loud the bass like in the song was. So I turned up the song and then all you hear is the car shaking and Shawley's like, this is bad.
When we were there, the guy was like, don't turn it off, don't turn it off.
Yeah.
I was like, why?
Oh, word.
He's like, no, let it run, let it run.
Yeah.
It
He was
hasn't-
like, oh,
it
it's an
hasn't
old
started in a
car.
while.
Like, let it run.
That's when I was filming. I look up, I was like,
That's a little.
That's a
scary.
that was a red
That's
flag.
right.
That was a red
Yeah.
flag.
Because like, they had let me drive it, but only like around the block. It wasn't like go on the highway and like speed.
How does it drive on the highway?
Oh, it shakes like aggressively. It's
Scary.
60 miles an hour. Like, I thought I was going to die. It's really bad.
You're
It's
gonna have
really,
to
really
put like
bad.
20 grand into this car for it.
Oh, without a doubt.
Oh, dude, that's like my.
Without a doubt. I bought it for 24,000. Put put like 2,000 in between wrap, control arms,
You wrapped it
alternator.
before it could drive.
No, tint, not wrap.
I was gonna say that's cheap to wrap.
No, I almost wrapped it. I paid for the wrap, but got refunded
We did some
because
cool.
it didn't start. I couldn't drive it.
We did some cool photo shoots at least.
It didn't start. Yeah, we got one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got
cool
one dope
pictures.
We went
photo
by the
shoot.
beach. We got
Yeah.
some cool shots with it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Photos.
so I paid $25,000.
Even that, it was like
for a
overheating
photo.
when we were shooting. He was like, he was like, I gotta turn it off,
All right,
bro.
get out of here.
So what's the
Yeah.
goal now? What are you gonna do with it?
When I get back, I have to get a new starter and probably
That's not
new
your
tire.
only car, though, right?
No.
Okay.
Funny story. I have another BMW. It's a 2014 5 Series because my dad totaled my first car. So he gave me his. So it's a whip. I like
Okay.
it. It has stupid fraternity stickers on the back that I can't get off.
Got it.
When I was in frat.
Oh,
I
you can
get
put
it.
them on though.
Yeah. Like,
You realize that was a bad mistake.
cool at the
this point.
time.
You're like,
yeah. Dude, now I drive around with like fucking fraternity stickers on the back of my car. I pull up to the grocery store with like fucking frat stickers in the middle of like old people town, Texas. Like everybody, all my neighbors
you
are like 90.
Chip those off, you know.
Bro, I can't. Trust me, I've tried. There's like fucking marks in it for me trying to scrape it. But like the window's gonna like
it
scratch.
like melted into the window. It's like a
Yeah, because
tattoo
the
at
Florida
this point.
heat, bro. It's like melted.
Yeah.
The window has like Pike engraved in
Is
the back.
is Sugarland like an older town?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's older.
Yeah.
It's really nice though.
Dude, there's like
I
no
really
like,
like
like
Sugarland.
I don't see any kids.
It's kind of like
It's like here.
it's a little like it feels a little newer than here.
Yeah.
It's like an old like Florida town. It's like a newer small Texas town.
Yeah, but
Okay.
dude, here I'm motivated. Like when we were in Arizona, dude, I was walking 12 miles a day. I was getting up, walking everywhere. Like I'd walk like 3 miles to go get coffee, 3 miles to go get breakfast. Like I was walking. I'm in Texas. I don't move. My apartment's depressing. It's like 600 square feet. Watch TV all day. We go to the
Is
gym.
this
Like
because of your apartment or because of Texas?
Wait, it's
it's Texas.
time
It's
out.
just depressing.
It's
No, it's his
600
apartment.
square feet.
what's wrong with Texas?
That's smaller than my
you
office.
just said you
I live in a
moved
house
there
with my friends. It's very fun.
Yeah.
Bro, I live in a 618 square foot apartment. My bathroom is the same size as my bedroom.
I had you beat. I was in 480.
That's a
But that was like
mattress.
a
When I was
studio.
your age.
I know how small like
It was a
apartments are
studio.
That
now.
was like right downtown, right? Did
No, it was not even downtown.
That's
you
like
lived
this.
downtown, right?
I did. I moved there after, but
That's like this. Like
That's crazy.
you wall off that wall in the office, and like that's like 400 square feet.
small, yeah.
It's really small. Like literally, my bedroom is like the table. My kitchen is like your desk. My living room is like the couch and TV. Like it's small. He's been there. He calls it a shoebox.
Yeah. It's kind of depressing. I'm not gonna lie.
See, I told you.
Did you
it's
get
depressing.
you were looking at a house last time I saw you. Did you get it or not?
No.
You got it? or
I'm
no?
gonna buy. My goal is to like. I want to teach people how to like make money.
Also, can you talk about like how you don't blow all your money on dumb shit, even though you did buy a shitty piece of shit BMW?
Okay, but think
Yeah,
about
you're
it.
from Texas, and you're not bad with your money, so that's a good thing.
No, but for real, because like we did talk about this, and like you're very rare. Like you like how you only spend X amount % of what you make. Like
Yeah,
talk about
I
that
try to
shit.
put away. I try to put away around 70% of everything that I earn, and like so bills are paid, but like
And you live minimally. Like all your bills are like nothing.
yeah, rent is the most expensive thing. It's $1,500. But like car payment, like that's one of the main reasons why I bought the old car. Is like I've wanted that car since I was 16. My best friend bought an E30 BMW when we were 16. I wanted one like from the second I saw his, I wanted one. So when I had the money to buy it, I was like, I'm gonna buy this. Like, yeah, I could have bought a different car, like a flashy ass whip,
Sure.
but like it's just not a smart financial decision. I mean, this wasn't a smart financial decision, but at the time I thought it was.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, I have my car. This is like a fun car. Like this is like the enjoyment until like I can afford a Lamborghini comfortably or a Ferrari comfortably and like buy one and not question like, oh shit, like should I have maybe bought investment property with that or started
Yeah.
a business with that?
Or 2 investment
Or
properties.
2 investment properties or 3.
I mean, like I've talked about this before, but like when you do like, you know, I'm lucky to have all that shit now, but like I did it with the shit, like the money I invested in something else that pays me.
Yeah.
You know, so like,
that's what I
to
want to
me,
do.
it's like money I just wouldn't make unless, you know, does it make sense? Like it's just
Yeah. So I'm actually looking at like an apartment complex.
Yeah.
Like a 20 unit apartment complex. Our friend Harry ran like a real estate management property.
Yeah.
So they had like 100 properties and he managed them all.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to start the same thing. And I want to teach people on YouTube how to do it. So I'd be like, yo,
That's a big first move, dude.
it's huge, right?
Yeah.
But I can do that because I didn't
Big, right?
buy something crazy.
No, for sure. It's just
And,
it's
like-
a lot of fucking
Yeah.
responsibility.
And then house-wise, like if I were to buy a house, I would buy something in Sugarland because of like the area, use it as a home base, like
Yeah.
LT, Harry, like whoever else, like could live there. It pays my mortgage payment through rent, and then the rest of it, like that pays the mortgage. I build equity in the house, but like I also own this property and this property and this property.
Yeah.
And we travel here, here, and here. Like Airbnbs in Hawaii, Airbnbs in Miami, Airbnbs in Mexico, wherever. But like that pays rent. Like the Airbnb pays for the house.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I want to do stuff like that and teach people on YouTube how to do it.
I think it's also good you realize like the fitness stuff isn't long term. Instead of like in your case, obviously like
not everybody can be.
Not everyone's like at that level, but like
I mean, I don't
this
even
whole
like it's my life.
You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna be 37. Like yo, use this code for Turk. Like
yeah, but you're like already you're in the same boat. Like you're planning all that too right now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So
that's
it's
the smart part of you, which like you don't see ever in any.
That's what I appreciate
from
him. Like I see like he has like bigger goals than just like this whole gym stuff, which is awesome.
I mean, like everything in life is awesome when it's going good, right? But like eventually, like you're not going to be 50 years old on TikTok.
Yeah, hell no. I barely post on TikTok now.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, and these people don't realize that.
Well, that's the problem. Is like these kids are like, they blow up overnight, but they don't understand money. Like, bro, my dad moved here at 33 years old from Italy. Like, packed his shit up, left, came with a visa, and started working. Like, he met my mom. They fell in love. She taught him English. Like, typical fucking immigrant story. Wanted a green card. No, I'm kidding. But he got his like visas and stuff. Worked as a caterer. Worked as like an architect on the side. Had to go back to school because his architecture degree didn't transfer. Like, I saw my dad grind like from the time I was a kid. Like, I would wake up to go to school. My dad had already been like on the train at like 6 a.m. He'd come back at 10 o'clock at night, but somehow he was still at my soccer games on the weekends. Like, he did everything he could to make time for us, like when he could. But like, I lived in my apartment growing up. Like, LT's been there. It's like a 2-bedroom row home, and like we bought an extra piece of property in the back to have like a bigger backyard. But like, it was a small ass house. Like, my room growing up, I slept on bunk beds till I went to college. It was like a little ass pod shipping container of a bedroom. Like, no space. There was a closet my brother and I shared. Like, it was a small house. But like, my dad still made like the effort when we were younger. Like, he didn't start like making money until I was like 15, 16. So I had seen like my dad grind for shit, which a lot of people, they don't see.
Oh, dude, I hear you.
And they don't understand the value of money, because it's like, oh, I can just spend mommy and daddy's money.
Yeah.
Oh, I can like, oh, I want Starbucks. Like, that's cool. Like, my mom gave me her credit card to go swipe a $7 drink. Like, bro, $7. Like, some people make $7 an hour.
Yeah.
That means they worked 1 hour, paid taxes, and then you bought a Starbucks drink with it.
Yeah.
Like, you bought a pink drink with your mom's like 1 hour job.
Yep.
That's insane. But like, these kids, they don't understand. So I want to teach like the kids through the YouTube. Once I have like this opportunity, like, yo, like, I want to teach you guys how to resell shoes. Like, I was making videos about it for free. Same thing now. Like, I want to start doing mystery box openings where like I buy a $4,000 sneaker mystery box, set up a website, make the video. If they want the shoes, they can buy them on this website. They pay like a subscription fee where it's like $5 a month. And then they get like $30 off the shoe or $50 off the shoe. Because if the masses pay that and there's a shoe that they want, they get it.
Yeah.
But if they want to resell a shoe, they get it for $50 less than what I'm asking.
Sure.
They can go make $50. Then once that stuff takes off, then there's the real estate stuff, or there's the clothing reselling, or like I was saying yesterday, I want to start doing like cut and sew, where it's like you get these vintage pieces, like similar to this hoodie. Like, you'd get like a piece of this hoodie, and then you put it on a different sweatshirt, make your own design, or like a pair of sweatpants with it, like stuff like that, and like teach people how to do those kind of things, like arts and crafts kind of videos, to start a business and like give these kids an idea of what they can do with such little overhead.
Yeah.
Like, I'd go buy a $1 t-shirt and sell it for $20 to college kids. Like, there's a lot of money to be made. Like,
I mean, talk about the
sitting
sneaker
around.
thing that you did. You turned like what? Like, what was it?
Oh, dude. So my first month was August of school in my apartment in Florida, right? Went to the Nike outlet, took the money that I owed for rent at the end of the month, the $1,100 plus like grocery money. It's like $2,000. Went, spent it all at the Nike outlet. Every penny. I had no money, dude. I'm talking like I had $20 left to like get me food for like until the shoe sold, and I got paid. So I was like, fuck, I have no money. Like, I have no choice. Went to the Nike outlet, scanned all the barcodes, figured out what I could get. I was listing them on StockX. I'd sell them instantly. I would walk into the Nike outlet, scan the shoe box, see the code, post it on StockX, and sell it before I even left the store. So I knew, okay, I made $8. I just have to wait 2 weeks to get paid. And then how StockX works is the more and more shoes that you sell, the less of a percentage you pay. And then the more shoes you sell, you can get instant pay. So it's like I could walk into the, like after I'd sold 100 pairs of shoes on StockX, I'd walk in, sell the shoe, and then instantly was paid. Like I walked out $100 more than I had. I'd walk in, sell the shoe on StockX, $100, like in my pocket.
So you were literally making money before you left the store. Like you made the money before you bought the shoe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I would pay the kids because
Jesus.
if you work for Nike, you can't resell. Like they'll like fire you on the spot if they find out you're reselling. So I'd pay these kids to text me like, yo, this shoe just got returned. This shoe got returned. Like I have these shoes waiting for you. And I'd pull up after class, or I'd leave class early, drive to the Nike outlet that was like 10, 15 minutes away from school. Like if that, pick up the shoe, sauce them some money in Venmo, and I would sell it, or I'd keep it for myself. And I turned $2,000 into a little over $90,000 in I guess 1 year, because I started traveling so much.
Yeah.
That like I had like 400 pairs of shoes just like sitting in my apartment. I had at one time I had over 200 pairs of shoes in a closet in my apartment, because two of my roommates had moved out because of COVID. Like they weren't in classes, so they were like, oh, we're gonna go back. So those rooms were empty, and I opened the doors and was like, they were filled with shoes. It was bad. But I actually, on my Instagram, if you scroll down far enough, you see when I made $13,000 in a day, like reselling shoes. And I posted on my Instagram, I was like, yo, just made $13,000. Like, remember when all my teachers used to make fun of me for being stupid? Like, I just made what you make in like 4 months in one day. And then I just took that money and reinvested it, put it into Ethereum. And then I sold it to buy more shoes, which was an idiot mistake too.
And then what about the other thing you did with like the cleats or whatever?
Oh, the soccer cleats?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This story's crazy.
So I used to play soccer, like, and they'd always come up with new cleats. Every year there was like a new $275 pair of cleats. So I would go on eBay and I would buy like $50 used soccer cleats, like the top tier ones, beat up, used, whatever. I would melt the glue, like put them in a pool with glue, like with the hot water. It would melt the glue and I'd separate them, like pull them apart, file a claim through Nike and get a voucher for like the retail price. So I'd get like $225, $270, whatever, like in a voucher. And I have 100 different emails like filled with vouchers from Nike. Like I would go to Plato's Closet, Goodwill, like the tag is for 2 years. So Nike offers a 2-year warranty. If your shoe, the structural integrity of the shoe is compromised within 2 years from normal use.
He literally is reciting this from the website right now.
Mm-hmm. No, that's what it is. Like from normal use. Like if you cut it with a pair of scissors,
It's different.
it voids the warranty. But like
You're just
if you
running.
If it breaks on the
Yeah.
seam and
But
shit
if
like
if
that.
the seam rips or whatever, so I would literally cut it, melt it, whatever. Like I had a heat gun, like a blow dryer, and I would melt the glue, rip the cleat apart, send it back, and get the money. Then I did the same thing in college. Dude, at one point I think I had like $4 or $5 grand worth of Nike vouchers, like at one time.
And then
I would
you
use
could buy,
it.
you could use those for any shoe.
I would go on the Nike app, buy the clearance shoes, and then sell them on eBay or sell them on StockX or
And double up on it.
or Mercari. Yeah, and then I would for a little while, like Mercari offers you,
What's Mercari?
it's like a resale app. You ever heard of like OfferUp?
Yeah.
So it's like OfferUp, but like online.
Okay.
Instead of like,
Like local, you can do it.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Instead of being local, it's like they ship it.
Sure.
It's like a step down from eBay.
Gotcha.
But so they give you a reward where like if somebody signs up using your code or like your link, you get $30 and they get $10. So they get $10 off their first purchase. And then when they buy something or they sell their first item of over $100, you get $30. So I was making these videos on TikTok, be like, yo, use my link. Bro, I had like fucking $5 grand worth of credit to Mercari. It was insane. Bro,
There's ways
the
to make
world
money.
has free money in it. Free money. Free. You walk into the Nike outlet, you could buy a pair of shoes and sell it before you leave. You walked out that shit, paid for your groceries.
Yeah.
It was obviously you can't walk into every single day. You can't expect to make money.
Sure.
But like, bro, you can do anything. I used to sell,
Tell them the story, the high school story.
okay, so I used to sell pocket pussies in high school. Yeah, so I, my sophomore year of high school,
This is like the infamous Gary V over here. Like,
No, it's for real.
bro, so I bought a pocket pussy my sophomore year of high school. I was getting no play. I was still a virgin. bought a pocket pussy, used that shit. I was like, damn, this is gas. Like, I need to share the sauce. I need to share the secret. So I told my friends about it, and they were like too afraid to go into Spencer's Gifts to go buy a pocket pussy. It's
a little awkward.
Yeah.
It's a little awkward. You walk up, you put a fucking silicone vagina and some lube on the fucking counter. Like, you're going to get judged. So I don't give a fuck. So I would walk in and I'd sell it. I'd sell them for $50. So I'd buy it for like 22.
22.
Yeah, that's so crazy that you do that.
No, I didn't even
Bro, you heard that shit, bro? That's insane. But yeah, $22. And then I'd sell it for like $50. They'd come in with cash.
And then you got in trouble.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It wasn't that bad.
Was the school, you mean, or?
Yeah, they saw like one time I got in trouble. It wasn't that bad. I got like detention.
It was uncomfortable conversation.
Yeah, very uncomfortable.
You denied it.
Yeah, I mean, bro, the fuck, they gave me a detention, but like,
You're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah,
I didn't
and it was
know
like
that.
super like low key. Like, not a lot of people know about that.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is the school gonna do? Make an announcement? If you're caught with a fucking silicone vagina, you're gonna get suspended. Like, no.
They technically don't have rules against it.
Yeah, you
How
could
can you
have
say that's not allowed?
I mean, I'll just take the detention instead of telling my parents that I had a fucking pocket pussy at school.
Do they know about this?
My mom does, not my dad. My mom knows a lot of stuff. Like, when I got
Now he
arrested
does.
for weed, my dad found out because like they got a phone call from like the town hall at midnight.
Yeah.
Pops it on the TV like Metuchen Borough Hall, and I was like, my mom was like, hello, and I was like, Mom, I got arrested. Like, I need you to come pick me up. Like, please don't tell Dad. She's like, what do you mean don't tell Dad? The TV read the police station. Like, obviously your dad knows. So I got 6 months probation and an in-house agreement over half a gram
Yeah, that was a bullshit.
in New Jersey.
That's crazy.
Crazy story.
It was me and 4 girls in my car. So this one girl I used to hook up with in high school, she hit me up like 2 days before New Year's. She was like, I just got my driver's license. I was the only one with a car. She was like, hey, like, you want to hang out? Me and my friends want to go to the mall and get some clothes for New Year's for this party. If you pick us up, like, we'll hang out after, but like, we got to go to the mall. I was like, all right, bet, yeah, for sure. They asked me if I wanted to smoke. I was like, yeah, I mean, like, for sure. I'm not going to say no to 4 girls wanting to smoke some weed.
Yeah.
So went to the local park, like, after we got kicked out of this one girl's backyard. Cops pulled up, like 14 police officers pulled up. Like, there's 7 or 10 cop cars. I'm sitting in the fucking parking spot crying, like, I'm going to lose my license. I'm going to go to jail. Like, the girls are like freaking out. They get driven down together. I'm by myself. I'm high. So I'm asking the officer, I was like, hey, like, can you just like let me off on the side of the road and like we forget this happened? He's like, what? How high are you? You're arrested. I'm not going to let you off on the side of the road and let you walk home. Like, oh my God. I called my grandma first because my grandma like worked for a police station like 2 towns over. And I was like, Grandma, like, I got arrested. She was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do about that? And I was like, can you like call them? She was like, I have no jurisdiction over that police station. Like, you got to call your mom. Yeah. But they got me for 6 months probation.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Like an in-house agreement. So like if I didn't get in trouble for 6 months, got good grades and didn't get in trouble, it'd be erased from my record.
Got it.
So yeah, now I don't have a record. I'm surprised I got good grades, but it's erased from my record.
For those 6 months, or the
Mhm.
only 6
You were
months.
on it.
Yeah, I was on it.
Months.
Bro, my dad
Wow.
didn't talk to me for like 3 of those 6 months. Like, we'd sit at the table, he wouldn't speak to me. Like, my dad's super against weed. Super against weed. Like, European as fuck. He beat the shit out of me in front of the cops. Like, yanked me out of the police station, like, by my ears. Like, pulled me by my ears, smacked me in the back of the fucking head in front of the cops. They were just like,
Fuck.
I mean, like, they were like, damn, like, that sucks. We probably should have let him off on the side of the road. Let him walk home.
That's wild.
But you guys ever get in trouble as kids like that?
I never got in trouble. I got in trouble. I didn't really get in trouble. I was at a house party one time, and the cops like raided it, and I was like on my way out of the house. So like I opened the door to the cops
Oh my
walking
God.
in, and like they hadn't rang the doorbell or anything yet. And I
Bad
was like,
timing.
he's like, stay right there. I was like, fuck. And then he like came in the house and they like ripped apart the whole entire house. Like they had like the lids off the toilets and everything. It was weird.
Yeah.
Lids off the toilet.
They were looking everywhere, bro. They thought we were like hid drugs in the ceiling, all kinds of crazy shit. So we didn't really get in trouble, but it sucked because like I got in trouble by my parents because they called my mom and they were like, this is whatever police department, and then my phone died. So like she thought like I like literally
my
got
God.
murdered.
Fuck, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so like I got home. So like that was when they were letting us leave, but like the stipulation of like the homeowner was like they wanted every single person's parents to be called by the police, and
Yeah.
the cop was just like, just get the fuck out of here. So like I went home, and by the time I got home, like my mom was like crying like on the couch, and my dad was like freaking out. So I got like the beating of my life when I got home because like they thought I like literally died or something. I don't know, but yeah,
Yeah.
that was really it.
I feel like hitting your kids is like a benefit though.
I
feel
got
like
the shit kicked out of me when I
I
was
think it's a
little.
little.
Yeah.
It's yeah,
Discipline.
like
a little shunned right now, but like
I used to get the belt, like the belt off,
most
like
most
in the
kids
hand.
you hear got or parents got smacked, like
They're normal.
they taught you to
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. like I joke around and everything, but like I have the utmost respect for my parents.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I do not disrespect my parents.
Yeah.
No. But it's
I could
like
never.
you can see it now though, like the new generation of kids, like they don't.
Yeah.
Bro,
give
they
a
like
fuck.
tell their moms to shut the fuck up and
Oh,
shit.
it's bad.
Like, I used to work at kids club at LA Fitness, and like, dude, there's like 4-year-olds. Like,
You were
telling their moms to shut up.
responsible for children.
Bro. Oh my god, I have the cutest videos in my Snapchat memories. These kids are like covered in blue paint, like they like drew on their face because I wasn't paying attention. So they're like covered in like
You're making a
like
TikTok.
Sharpie, like they were like drawing mustaches on their face and shit. Like, oh yeah, I was making TikToks, like fucking renegading and shit.
You
at
got
the
fire
front
behind
desk.
you.
But yeah, dude, they're like covered in paint and shit. Yeah, I was
Kid like
responsible for
literally
the kids.
leaves the fucking.
But
thing.
dude, they were telling their moms to like shut the fuck up at like 4 years old. I'm like,
That's crazy.
the fuck do you even know what fuck is?
I used to be scared. I would know if I did something wrong. My mom would be like, "Wait till your dad gets home." I'd be like, "Fuck."
Yeah, the wooden spoon.
I hear
that
the
was
feet
the
coming up
worst.
the
that's like the
steps, I'm like,
Italian
"Oh."
specialty, bro.
Bro.
The spatula or the wooden spoon.
Dude, I got kicked in the face with a high heel.
What?
Jeez.
Yeah, so my brother threw a pair of keys in my face, so I chucked them at him and he got whacked. So my mom, like I'm like 14, so my mom chases me to the corner, goes to throw one hand, I catch her hand, goes to throw the other, I catch her hand, and I'm holding her hands like this. I'm like, Mom, please don't hit me, please don't hit me. She was like, boom, kicks me in the shin, boom, kicks me in the side of the head. She's like, wait till your dad gets home. It was fucked. My dad comes through the back door. Did you hit your brother? And I'm like, no. He's like, that's not what your mom said. 2 hands, boom, side of the neck, karate chop, drop to the ground. I'm crying. He's like, I'm going to give you a reason to cry. I'm like, fuck.
You already did.
I'm like wiping the tears. Nah, I deserved it though. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was a bad kid.
Look
I
at
feel
you
like
now.
you were.
though.
I feel like you were like a bad kid.
I was the perfect kid at like getting under the radar. Like my sister took a lot of heat and she was going through some shit, and my parents were like on her and stressed about her and so focused on her that they didn't even like look at me when I'd come home, so I could get away with anything.
Is she older?
Yeah.
Oh,
She was
that's
doing
why.
much shit, but like I was way more of an idiot than her. I just didn't get caught as bad.
I feel like the second kid always just gets like away with it.
Yeah.
Dude, my brother
yeah.
didn't get in trouble for anything.
Yeah, always.
It's like
Nothing.
it's like the first baby like someone has. They're like so worried about like everything about it. Like, oh, you can't like touch it. Blah blah. blah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
next baby, they're like, fucking do whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah.
So what were you guys like in college and shit?
I
Just
I
normal.
partied a lot harder when I was younger, and now I'm just like literally a 80-year-old man. Like,
I feel like that's the same thing with
I
me.
mean,
we started young. We're to the point where we're going to parties and
Yeah.
shit like that. And
Yeah.
my best friend dad was a cop and ex-head of the SWAT team where we were from.
Damn.
He was and our football coach, and the dude is a fucking
Jeez.
beast. Like 6 foot. I actually don't think he's that big, but when we were that little, he was 6'4", 280. You
Fucking
know,
hell,
You're pretty
he
big.
was like fucking huge.
So like what everyone sees you as, like you saw him.
But like
as.
he's taller than me though, so it's a little more intimidating. Deep,
Yeah.
scary voice, and he was a cop. And we had a party once, story like that, and then how you just run.
Yeah.
you don't even
Oh, yeah,
need
I
to.
did.
They're not gonna arrest every single
course,
person.
yeah.
Dude, I
Yeah,
ran
They'll just
fences down.
dip,
Oh, I do
jump
that
over
too.
fences through backyards, and then they chase you because you're running. And then they caught us all, and they're like doing it. They have us they put us in the car. They're like on the phone. We're there for like 20 minutes, and they're like, "All right, kids, get out." We get out, and we look, and it's his dad
Oh
in a
my
cop
God.
car, and he was coming to pick us up from the party, and he had
Oh.
pizza and Coke and shit in the back of the cop car to drive us home, and now he's just like pulling us out of being arrested. It was the fucking scariest thing ever. He reamed us out, wasn't that bad, but my friend had to go home with him, and I was like, he's getting fucking
Yeah,
shit
imagine
on
going
right
home
now.
to like your
punished for
parents being a
life.
cop
He
that
was
just
terrifying.
arrested you. Like, that's,
But then he didn't even call my parents, honestly. He was super
or did you
chill.
get in trouble?
No, my parents didn't even find out.
Damn. Now they know.
Now they know.
Now they know.
I've told them everything now, and they don't care.
They
But
don't-
back
yeah.
then, I was like the angel boy.
I feel like it was good to like get that out. Like I went to college, I partied all that. I feel like I got that out of my system.
Exactly,
Now, like,
yeah.
I feel like
I
I
still go
partied
out and
more-
drink, but like
I
I don't
feel
feel
like I
like
partied more
it's
in high
Friday.
school.
I gotta go drink. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I'm
Yeah.
over that.
Did you party big in high school?
I partied like here, like I lived here for high school, and this town is like all you do is get fucked up.
Yeah.
I was
Like,
a lot of
every week.
Florida's
Nothing
like
else to
that.
do.
No. So like you literally, by the time I got to college, I was like, I already did all this shit.
Yeah.
Everything.
That's how
that-
my friends were that grew up in Florida. They were like, bro, like we partied in high school, like beach parties in
yeah,
high school.
cops down
like-
here are like, believe it or not, bro, like they're awesome. Like they're super chill.
They know like what goes on. And
Yeah,
stuff,
and like if the worst thing you have to deal with is like young kids drinking,
Mhm.
like it's
Yeah.
not really, as long as you're not fucking driving and acting like an idiot, like
yeah,
they're cool.
Like yeah.
Like when I was in high school here one time, we were all leaving a party and I was like
Mhm.
really fucked up, and I got pulled over and the guy was like, "Where are you driving?" I was like right here. He's like, just drive to your house and pull
Like,
over.
hurry up.
I was like, bet.
Dude, I barely drink.
That's scary.
Like I don't drink anymore because my parents were like, obviously my dad being from Italy, like he didn't care. So I was like,
but in Italy you drink when you're like 6.
bro.
So like by the time
wine-
you're
They just
fuck-
pour you wine when
Yeah.
you're there.
yeah,
Little
like I'd
8-year-old.
be
Yeah.
I'd be a
Baby
kid
bottle.
and like I'd get like wine with water. Like
Me
it'd be
too.
San Pellegrino
Yeah.
with wine.
wine with the Sprite. Like that was like our thing when I was little. Like I was like 10, I was drinking that.
That's
That was
Yeah.
like normal.
Like my alcohol was never locked up. Like if
Yeah.
I wanted a beer and I was like fucking 12,
You could have it. Same
my
with
dad
us.
would give me like
Yeah.
a little like a cup of beer
Yep.
and like at
Yeah,
dinner
yeah.
like there was no like, oh, I need to get fucked up in high
But
school.
I think that's
or
what
in
makes you
college.
like not care about it.
Everything's
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah, I don't
Even
care
the
at all.
drugs if every drug was legal,
It would be totally
it
different.
would
That's
end
how it
up
is in
being
Portugal.
people would like try it and chill, and then they'd be like, "I'm not going to fucking do meth just because it's legal." You know, you
Yeah.
still don't want to do meth.
No, hell no.
Well, that's how it is in like Portugal and stuff. I'm pretty sure that there's like no drug that's like illegal.
They're just like
Like they decriminalize like
yeah,
almost all drugs, and there's like the overdose rate and like crime rate has like dropped
Yeah.
significantly because there's no like if you tell somebody they can't do something,
they're gonna want to do it.
they're gonna want to do it, and it's like a positive and a negative thing. Like if I tell LT, like, yo, bro, I've like I don't believe that you can do this, and then he does it, he's like, oh, I'm gonna try to do it. But like if you tell someone like, oh, bro, like don't do
I'm
heroin.
not sure he has an ego like that. I think if he told you can't do something, you would.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so reverse.
Like, is that a
Sometimes-
challenge, bro?
Sometimes I think everyone is
challenge?
me. Bro, there's no way that you can drive the Ferrari 180 miles an hour. Like, yeah, I fucking can. But
Tom's like, "Don't touch my key."
dude, that thing is fast.
It is fast. I think I scared the shit out of Charlie yesterday.
Bro,
You
he
still
was
haven't even
terrified.
I haven't driven in it yet.
Dude.
You haven't been in it yet? You
No.
wouldn't even fit, bro.
Yeah,
I'm sure I would fit.
would.
It's tight. Charlie's taller than me.
Charlie was scared as fuck. He's
Yeah.
like, bro, let's just go back.
That's how he was. Like, bro, he was like, I was driving the Urus,
He
and
told
he was
me.
like holding the side. He was
told
like,
me.
bro, you need to
What's up,
chill.
bro?
Well, he was also getting text messages from the company saying like, yo, whoever's driving needs to slow the fuck down.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going just above the speed limit, like 1 mile over.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And then when I went to Mexico, like I took a trip to Mexico, I was going like 155. It's
Mexico.
insane.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do. Like if you speed, like you have to put Mexico.
Yeah. Driven in Mexico or some shit.
In
Or
the
like
in
the-
YouTube, I put like location Mexico.
the
Like, in
Autobahn
YouTube
or
video.
whatever.
Are you allowed to speed in Mexico?
Well, it's just you can't get in trouble.
You
here,
can't get in
but,
trouble.
Oh, I
not the
guess.
same.
And they can't prove like, are you actually in Mexico?
I thought you literally meant you were in Mexico speeding. I'm like, that's scarier.
Oh, hell yeah.
I would not
yeah.
want to get fucking arrested.
Dude, it
in
was kind of
Mexico.
scary when we were driving in St. Thomas, not going to lie. It was
Yeah.
like weird.
My
St.
friend
It's
Thomas.
got
like military cops, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
Yeah, like you
They
pull
walk
up-
around with like assault
and
rifles.
like
and
Yeah.
shit. That's so
AR-15s,
scary to me.
yeah.
I don't know why.
well, I was
That's
telling you
just
guys
scary.
about cousin getting abducted in Mexico.
You did.
They drove him around and like they bagged him. Like he's drunk, he's fucked up in Mexico. They throw him in the car. There's like 8 of them. Like he's on the phone like with his friends. Like they didn't take his phone away. Like they didn't do any of that. So he was like, they're gonna kill me.
That's
They
so
dropped him
scary.
off for like $50. He's like his friends paid $50 to get him back. Imagine
$50.
speeding.
That is so fucking
Imagine
scary.
speeding and like the cops like, you gotta give me like empty your bank account. Like
Dude, that happened in Thailand. I was in Thailand and I was on a scooter, and the guys like they're like, you have to wear a helmet, and I'm like, I'm not putting this gross ass fucking helmet on my head. Like I don't even know what's been in
yeah,
this
it's
helmet.
gross.
So I didn't put it on, and like they do it on purpose. They do these like checkpoints where like it's all like Americans right on their fucking scooters, and then like there's just like a cop car in the middle of the road, and they're like just going like
Yeah.
this, like pull over, pull
Yeah.
over, pull over. So my dumbass are like, let me see your license. I hand them my license. Like my license
Oh
does
my
a
God.
fucking thing in Thailand. So he's like, give me your, so I give him my license, and writes me this ticket, and he's like, you have to go to the other side of the island to pay this ticket, and then you can come back, and then you can get your license. And it's like a 40-minute ride on a scooter to go to pay this
They
like
took your license.
$3
Like they held
ticket.
it as like
yeah, they
gotta-
like
you
held
want this
it
back.
as like you.
That's
I'm
collateral.
keeping as collateral because like obviously I need my license just to get. I guess I didn't. I could use my passport, but I was like, fuck, now I gotta go do this. And then I literally looked at the guy. I'm like, yo, can I just give you like $50 to let me like leave? And he's like, go in the police station. There was like a little mini police station to the right, and I like walked in. He came in. I gave him $50. Gave my license back, got on the scooter, and I left.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So it was keep cash in the back pocket.
And they were
when
like,
you
but they were
traveling.
like going through the scooter for drugs. Like I didn't have any of that shit. I just literally didn't have my helmet on.
They were going through your scooter in Thailand.
They
for
like took the
drugs?
fucking seat off my scooter. They were like looking, because I'm assuming the more shit you get caught with, the more money they can bribe you for.
Yeah.
So like the people in front of me, I think they found like weed or something or coke in their scooter, and they were like really getting in trouble.
That's how it
Coke
was in
scooter.
Mexico. Like you walk out and they're like weed, Molly, cocaine, weed,
Oh, I
Molly,
know.
cocaine,
Yeah,
and then a lot of the times they're like undercover cops.
I know.
Where like you're like, oh yeah, I'll buy weed,
Then
like
you're
I'll
done.
buy
Boom.
Molly,
Yeah,
which I don't know why you would ever touch any of that shit. Like
in Mexico.
in
No.
Mexico, like bro, I'll smoke weed, but like the rest of the shit I'm good on. I don't have any like desire to like
Yeah,
do any of those things. But like especially in Mexico,
yeah, it's
No way.
questionable.
like you're just gonna take random shit off the side, like in Mexico, from somebody who's just like offering you
Yeah.
a bag full of white shit.
Yeah, I feel like that's when you just like close your eyes, wake up, like fucking
Yeah.
kidneys ripped out.
Yeah.
be on the
Yeah,
side of the
dude,
road,
like-
no, in like a bathtub of ice. Like that's all you got. Just 2 suture marks on each side of you.
They probably take everything that they
scary.
can.
Yeah, anything that you can live without.
I'm surprised they even like that you live. Like some people like they just kill you.
I'm sure. Yeah.
At
Are they
that
doing
point-
that now with crypto? Like they're holding people hostage.
Mhm.
Like open your wallet. Isn't
Are
that
you
like a thing right
serious?
now? Oh,
Yeah,
I
like
heard
they're
something
like
I heard a story about
because it's
that.
not like
Makes sense.
what are they gonna do?
Oh, I guess you can't really like track.
Can't
it.
track
Yeah.
shit.
What are you
Yeah,
gonna do? You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna go to the cops.
Like they make you open your phone, like you transfer them your Bitcoin, and like that's it. They dip. That's fucking
Yeah.
scary.
That's what Cuz was saying he was afraid of, is that like because he does TikTok for like crypto and shit.
Yeah, I say yeah.
Like what is he gonna do? Someone
Well, that's
someone pulls
also
up with
too, like,
guns.
God forbid, like people could also just like figure out who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like they know he has all this like crypto, whatever it is. Like
Well, yeah.
there's hackers
Mhm.
that look for that shit all day long.
Well, it's all on the
Yeah.
blockchain. Like it's all like I
That's
mean,
what I'm saying.
you can see like
Yeah.
for example, someone who like we don't need to
You
name
can
the
see
name
how
of.
much is in someone's wallet, right?
Yeah,
You can see when people sell and all that. Like,
yeah, you
it's
can
all
see who
there.
sells. Like that's what the one fitness
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
had-
Yeah, what is that? So that's like a scam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's like-
pretty much like what they do is they hit up these like influencers and they're like, oh, we'll give you this much allocation to like promote our stuff.
It's like
and then-
gambling. It's like a casino.
Yeah, but like so
Mhm.
with Cousin, he's open about it. He's like, yo, this company sent me a fuckload of tokens like to tell you guys about it. I think it's a good project, but like that's just me. And he'll be like they'll give it to you in increments. So like a good company will give it to you in increments where it's like, okay, we're gonna give you $5K worth of allocation now, $5K next month, $5K the month after that. So that you can't just yank it all out at once.
Sure.
Where it's like it doesn't plummet the market. Like it's not a rug pull.
Sure.
But what these shitty companies do is they'll hit up these mega influencers. I'm talking like somebody the size of a famous person in LA.
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah. The equivalent of Kim Kardashian. They're like, yo, we'll give you 20
All
million,
three people who are equivalent.
20 million in allocation. We'll give you this if you like promote it on social media.
Yeah.
They make a post about it. The second people start buying it, they sell it all and the price goes straight down.
Yeah.
A lot of times they can't even sell it all because they get so much that if they were to sell it all,
There'd be nothing left.
there's nothing left,
yeah.
which is like, that's the
fucked up.
crazy shit.
Yeah.
I'm not like super well versed on crypto
It
though.
seems like that's happening a lot though. I've seen like a
Mhm.
lot of like
It's-
people
yeah.
doing that.
I've heard a lot of influence.
Yeah.
I get hit up for that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Not like
Just
high
anything
amount,
like
but
that.
like little ones here and
The
there.
The crypto,
for
the giveaways, like every time I see it, it's like so like obviously you got paid for this. Like it's so
Yeah.
like not genuine. Like it's not
Yeah.
like
I think Banks is like probably the most legit influencer I think for crypto right
yeah.
now.
He's super open about like
Yeah.
what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's why like people, they have to be more transparent with their audience about like what companies they work for.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Agree.
I won't accept like, bro, the amount of fucking offers I get to work for companies and get like a code or like, oh, like
It
promote
tarnishes
this,
your
promote
brand
that.
too.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
makes you look bad.
I would never promote something that I don't fuck with.
Yeah.
Like I don't even have a code for Revive, and I like talk about using your guys' stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think it's good. You
Yeah.
know, brain gets me fucking wired when
Yeah.
I go to the gym. I take it. I finished the multivitamins. You know what I mean? I felt super vitamin C'd out.
Yeah.
It was perfect. But like,
Vitamin overdose.
or like liver pills. Like I'm open obviously about not being natty and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, although I'm at 120 soaking wet, like it's important to take care of your body.
Sure.
So like I'm like, yeah, I'm taking this or I'm taking this. Like especially in my TikTok lives, people ask me, and I'm like, yo, I'm taking this because like you want to make sure that I don't die.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So these kids, like, they'll get a code from some sketchy ass supplement company and just like, oh, yo, this is insane. It's like crack.
Yeah.
Kids will buy it and they'll be like, yo, I don't feel anything.
It's trash. Yeah.
yeah.
Or like these kids saying that like turkesterone and like ecdystone and shit. It's like, oh, it's a natural roid. Like, bro,
No, it's not.
no, it's not. Your bet, like I said in my last video, he was like, bro, like, are you sure you want to leave this in? Like a lot of these companies are gonna get like upset about it. I was like, nah, like you can leave it. And it was literally like me saying, like, you're better off buying a high quality protein powder, a workout plan, and a good pre-workout.
Yeah.
And like tracking progressive overload and like working out the right way and like taking care of your nutrition and diet first before you buy like Turk. Like if you have like
Yeah, but that's
$100,
You have to work for that.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
hard. No one wants to.
it's
No
not
one
a
wants to work
shortcut.
for it.
But it's like you either have one, you have $100 to spend on like $40 on a protein, $40 on a pre-workout, $20 on a workout plan, $100, or $100 on like 2 months worth of
They want
Turk.
They want the magic pill.
They want the magic pill. But exactly.
But
and
like
it's
you'll, no matter how much you talk, bro, that's never gonna change. People just
Yeah.
want.
it will for some
It'll
people
help
though.
the odd
Yeah.
person.
Like I think that
It won't
I
change
think
the
that
world, but
maybe like 5% of those kids that are like dead set on taking
Well,
it
I mean,
will be
it-
like, oh, you're
yeah.
actually right.
Yeah, and it also like proves that you're like genuine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of these, like that's what it is. Like a lot of these kids are motivated by money when like it should be like, people don't understand that like money comes when like you actually enjoy what you do. Cause like if you're doing something only for a bag, like, yeah, you might be making a lot of money, but like
You're not fulfilled.
that's not sustainable because you're not feeling fulfilled. Like you're not like, you don't enjoy what you do. So like if you don't enjoy what you do, you're not gonna want to do it long term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long were we at? Like an hour? We good? All right. Adios.
yeah,
Episode 12.
I'm sorry, I talk a lot.
that's
No,
why
it's
we
good.
brought
It was
you
a
on,
good.
so
That's
have
why we
nothing
wanted
to
it.
say.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
You want to come back for another one?
Bro, anytime you guys want me in Florida, I'm down.
Done.
Well, we have no obligations. Zero.
This is work.
This is work. Like that's the best part, is that this is work.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching episode 12.